Hello, friends, and welcome back to Safe at Homestead. I'm so glad you stopped by. My name is Elena, and today I am going to be doing a workshop for some ladies later this evening, all about ditching and switching their skin routine and the products that they use, and sharing some DIYs with them. So I'm not actually making it for them. I am just going to share the finished product, talk about some harmful ingredients that are in store-bought products that they may be using on their skin, but I do have to make these DIYs. And so I thought, let me turn the camera on and bring you guys along so you can see what I'm making and talk to you guys a little bit about it. Let's do that. So the skin is our largest organ, right? And it absorbs everything that we put on it. It's a very sensitive organ, and everything we put on our skin ends up in our bloodstream. So it's really important to be careful what we put on our skin, whether it's things that we buy. Try to, buy something that's pretty clean before we put it on our skin, or make your own. That's one way to know exactly what's in the product and control what goes in the product. So one of the things I'm going to talk to these ladies about is makeup remover. That's something that a lot of us use on a regular basis. And I'm going to share a very, very simple makeup remover recipe. So let's get started. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon of Castile soap. And when we use Castile soap, everybody's familiar with Dr. Bronner's, I think. Some stores have their own store brand, which I think can work pretty well. I've used Sprouts, if you guys have Sprouts nearby, or maybe what is that health food store? Whole Foods, they may have their own brand, I'm not sure. So you can use anything like that. But when you do, make sure that it's fragrance free. I'm using the hemp, let me show it to you, the hemp baby unscented. And that's because if anything has a fragrance in it, we don't know exactly what the fragrance is. And I'm going to talk about that here in a second. So a tablespoon of Castile soap. We're going to put 2 or 3 tablespoons of witch hazel. And that's something else you need to be careful with. This is the one that I use. I can't always find it though. So when I find it, I try to get a couple of bottles. The reason I say that you need to be careful with that is because most witch hazel will have alcohol, and that kind of defeats the purpose of trying to do something good for your skin, because alcohol is drying. So I think I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of witch hazel. Alrighty, and then I'm going to put some jojoba oil, maybe like half a tablespoon, or let's see, let's start with half a tablespoon. That'll take a while. Let's just pour, shall we? Okay, half a tablespoon. All right. You can put this recipe in a pump bottle and just pump it out onto, maybe if you use reusable face cleaners, reusable squares, or reusable circles like this that you make yourself or buy from someone. But I'm using disposable ones, so I won't be putting it in a pump bottle necessarily. I like having it in this jar. I didn't bring something to stir with, so I'm just stirring it up. All right, and then you can add some essential oils. They're not necessary, but I love amping up the benefits of anything I use for my skin with essential oils. So let's put in, actually what I'm going to put is tea tree. Tea tree is a good one if you suffer from breakouts. I don't. Just 3 drops. Actually, I did have a pimple the other day, and I was shocked that at my age I was getting pimples. And 3 lavender. So 3 drops of tea tree and 3 drops of lavender. Something that you don't need to put in here at all, but I just love doing it, is rose water. And I just put a couple of spritzes of rose water. Swish it around. And then I start loading in my cotton rounds. And try to get cotton. They're not all cotton. when you go to the store and you pick up your little tube of them, read and make sure that it is just cotton. And what happens is it starts to absorb all the liquid. You can get some more. And as it absorbs, after a little bit, you'll see you have more room to put some more in, depending on how much liquid is coming up at the top. I think I'll put one more. And then I cover it and just turn it upside down and let me show you what it looks like inside. And what happens is now you have a disposable makeup remover. You just take one out and remove the makeup from your eyes. And then you proceed to the next step, which is washing, cleansing your face. So this is a face wash that's so super simple, but so super effective. And I like doing it in a foam pump. You don't have to do it in foam, but I just like to do it with a foaming pump dispenser. So this is distilled water. Actually, it's water that I boiled and cooled. It's important that you use distilled water. You want the cleanest water you can get. So don't use tap water or even water that comes out of your, I can't even think, my Berkey. I have a Berkey here that cleans my water. But I won't use that kind of water. I want something that is as clean as possible. So distilled water. I'm going to start with half a cup of that. And then I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of jojoba oil. Jojoba oil is the closest, it's really like a wax oil, and it's the closest thing to the sebum that our skin produces. So the same kind of oily substance that our skin produces, this is the closest thing to it. So our skin loves this. 4 and 5. All right. Now that we have this in, filtered water. That's what I couldn't remember, you guys. Ugh. You don't want to use just filtered water. You want to use distilled water. Okay, so we have half a cup of distilled water or boiled and cooled water. We have 5 tablespoons of jojoba oil, which by the way won't clog your skin like other oils, clog your pores like other oils. You want to put half a cup of Castile soap, which I already have here. And then this is ready to go. But of course, I'm going to add essential oils because, like I said, if I could make it better with essential oils, I sure will. So lavender oil, I'm going to put 10 to 15 drops, probably just 10. Okay. And lavender oil is really good because it softens the skin, it soothes the skin. If there's redness in the skin, it's good to help with that. Any irritation, it minimizes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and scars. I'm going to put um, 10 drops of rosemary. Rosemary is good for the skin too. It's a nice cleanser for the skin. And I'm going to put some frankincense, which is great for 10 drops. Frankincense is great for the skin. It's soothing to the skin. It helps with scars. It helps with fine lines and wrinkles. It gives you a youthful looking skin, and it's great for the cells. So it helps with renewing of the cells. So now that I shake it up, see what it looks like. And oh, let's see, did I get an extra? Yeah. Grabbing a paper towel here because I want to pump it, but I didn't want to have, and that is what it looks like. And the jojoba oil makes it so nice and soft. You won't have squeaky skin, which is a sign of your skin being stripped, the oils on your skin being stripped, so that's never a good thing. So that is our number 2 product for our skin. It's our face cleanser. Okay, the third thing that we're going to do is a really, really simple toner. Not everyone uses a toner. I like to use a toner. Toners are good because it removes the leftover stuff that your cleanser may have left on your skin. That way, whatever you put on next can be really absorbed because your skin is really clean. So sometimes I just use the rose water as a toner. It makes my skin feel really good. It's nice and soothing, and of course it smells delicious. You could use something like witch hazel, non-alcohol witch hazel, so you're not drying your skin, some aloe vera, and that's it. And you can add some essential oils if you want. So my toner is a tablespoon of witch hazel. This is a little opening. I should have brought a funnel. And there's a little bit of jojoba oil in here, but that won't hurt at all. Actually, I'm going to pour it over this measuring cup. Actually, I think I'm just going to fill mine, but the proportions that you want to use is 1 tablespoon. That's good. So 1 tablespoon of this. To each tablespoon, you're going to put a half a teaspoon of vitamin E. And I am probably just going to put a dropper full just for the ease of doing it. And then I'm going to put some essential oils. I'm going to put 3 drops of, what am I going to put? Oh, you know what? I did say I wanted to try jasmine, and I didn't bring my jasmine. So I'm not going to add anything. Later, I will add my jasmine. So there's my toner. Just shake that up. So you can use lavender, Roman chamomile, clary sage, geranium, sandalwood, rose, anything like that. The floral oils are awesome for the skin. But if you want something not so floral, sandalwood would be good. I want to put jasmine in mine this time around, and I'm sorry I forgot the jasmine, but so I won't put anything for now. And then the last thing that I want to do is a moisturizer. Actually, it's not the last thing, but let's talk about moisturizing. I mentioned that the closest thing that you can get to your skin's sebum is jojoba oil. So I'm going to fill this with jojoba oil because this is my moisturizer. I do have another moisturizer that I make, but it requires the stovetop and some butters, and I'm not going to do that for these ladies. What I'm going to do is just fill this with almost all the way with jojoba oil. And when you use this, you're only going to be putting like a dime size, rubbing it into your hands, and then just patting it into your skin, especially around the eyes. And your skin will thank you. It'll recognize it. It'll say, oh, this is pretty close to what we do. So if you have oily skin, it's not going to make your skin overly oily. As a matter of fact, it's going to reduce the amount of oil that your skin makes because it's so close to your skin's oil. Your body's going to say, oh, we already did that, or we already have enough oil. So it won't produce more oil. So what are we going to put in here? Let's put frankincense because I don't know. I don't think I can make anything for my skin without frank. And when you guys are doing this, if you choose to put essential oils in, please make sure that you're using something that is pure. Sorry, I can't talk and count at the same time. And something that says on the label that it's good for your skin, that you can apply it to your skin. Because remember, we're talking about not putting bad things on our skin. So we don't want to put something that says it's for diffusing only or something like that. So what I chose to put in mine is lavender, frankincense, and copaiba. all great for the skin. And because this is an oil, you don't need to, you know, shake it up every time you use it. Whereas, you see, this is separating already. And there, it doesn't take much to get it blended again and ready to be used. And then the last thing that I'm going to share is a serum. I have some in here, but it's almost gone. And mine is a serum. This is a fun serum because it's blue. And what I use for this is more jojoba oil. You could use another kind of carrier oil that's good for your skin, like sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil is okay, avocado oil, anything like that that is nourishing to the skin. So I'm just filling this little dropper with some jojoba oil. And a serum is just something that's going to give you a punch of something good for your skin. So you can use rose oil if you can afford some really good rose oil. That would be something nice to put in here. You could put use something like magnolia or jasmine, or helichrysum would be awesome. I am using an oil blend called yarrow palm, and that's the blue that you guys saw. You can use blue tansies. That's awesome for your skin, and it's blue as well. So I'm just going to put several drops in here of this blue oil. Yarrow palm is made from the yarrow plant and an oil that's made from the pomegranate seed. It's a pomegranate seed oil and yarrow. And there you have it. And there's my serum. I haven't been looking in the camera, and I hope that everything that I've done you guys could see. Sorry if there was something that I was holding up and you couldn't see. So here is the cleanser. Oh, the first thing is this. Here is the makeup remover. And then here is your cleanser. And then here is your toner. And then here is your serum. How nice is that? You just saw how easy it is, and with common everyday ingredients, to make toxic-free product line, your own product line, because really you can change it up and put whatever essential oils you want for the scent or for your specific skin problems. For example, if you deal with breakouts, then something like tea tree would have been good to put in there instead of rosemary. So there's no parabens in here, there's no fragrances in here except for the natural essential oils. I don't know if you know this, but fragrances, when you see that on a label, it can be tens and tens of different ingredients that make up fragrances, and the government does not require companies to outline what that is. It's like a trade secret, right? But a lot of those fragrances cause allergic reactions, asthma, you know, all the things, right? There are other things in those products too, like phthalates, which cause endocrine disruption, and it also causes developmental and reproductive toxicity. I'm going to talk about this tonight with these ladies, but I just wanted to mention a few things to you guys. So just type in, just go to your Google and type in dangers of skincare products or something like that, and see what you can find out. There's so much that is unnecessary in some cases, but in some cases really toxic, and we don't want to absorb that. Just remember that whatever you're putting on your skin, you're really putting in to your body. All right, ladies, I'm so happy. I shouldn't have said ladies, huh? Because there may be some guys that care about their skin that are watching this. But in any case, I'm so glad you guys watched. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Any questions, I'm happy to answer them. In the meantime, you guys, till our next video, go do something small, but do it in a big way.